A work order helps you clearly define the work that needs to be executed, assign responsibilities, track progress, and maintain complete visibility throughout the progress. Instead of managing tasks through calls, messages, and spreadsheets, you can centralize everything in one place and ensure that every stakeholder is aligned. Hello, I'm Radhika Rana, and in this video, I will walk you through how to create and manage a work order within the system. So let's get started. So to create a work order, go to procurement section, then click on orders. Now click on create new order, select the project. I'm selecting interior design project. Now select work order. Now there are two types of work order. The first one is milestone based and the second one is rate based. So the difference is that in milestone based you will get a quantity column but not in rate based. In rate based you can only define the rates for the labor. Right now I'm selecting the milestone based. Now select the vendor. Now click on raised. Now give it a name. Select the completion date. From here you can select the work address. So this location is coming from the location which is added in your project. So do add the location in the project. Now select the payment and now select the terms and condition from here and click on generate order. Now click on add item and add the labor type one by one. I'm adding carpenter, then electrician, and the next one is, now here you can mention the quantity. Now mention the rate. Now if you click on preview, from here you can check the preview of the work order. And if you want to edit the terms and condition, you can do that as well. This is my payment plan, and if I want to edit this, I will click on edit plan and I can update the payment plan. From here you can see the terms and condition. And if you want to add any kind of attachment which you have, then you can add that here as well. AI will read that information and add the details according to that. After checking the work order, you need to click on create button to raise a work order. After raising the work order, that work order will reflect here in the draft. So now whoever has the permission of accepting or rejecting the work order or admin will get a notification on their system like this. Let me show you that notification. So here you can see that I am receiving a notification. A new work order, title work order has been created. Please review it for approval and rejection. So this kind of a notification your procurement head who have the permission of approving the work order will get. After that, that person will check this work order here. They will click on this three dot option and they can directly approve this. Or if they want to check this, they will click on this order. From here, they can check the preview. If they want to make any changes, they will click on edit icon and now they can make the changes. Like for example, if they want to make changes in these details, if they want to make any changes here, they can do that. They can check the preview as well from here, and after that, they can approve this. Okay, so they just need to click on this approve button. Now you can see that there are two types of button there. The first one is approved and the second one is approved and sent to vendor. So if you directly click on approve, that means this work order is approved internally, but a notification is not sent to vendor for the confirmation. But if you click on this button, then this particular work order will approve as well as a notification will send to the vendor for the confirmation. Okay, right now I'm clicking on this. That's it. So now you can see that your work order has been raised here. You can see that if you click on this work order and here you will get one download icon. If you click on this download icon, you can download this order as well. Okay. Now If this order is confirmed by the vendor, the order state will automatically change from order created to order accepted. And let's suppose that if your vendor is not that tech savvy, in that case, you can change on behalf of him. Just click on this drop down and click here in order accepted. Okay, for each and every action, audit will generate here. Okay, now after the confirmation of the work order, this work order will reflect in the acceptance stage, or you can say that in delivery stage. So if I click on acceptance, here you can see that in work order section, my this current work order is reflecting because now it is confirmed by the vendor. Now the person who is working on the site, when they will receive the labor, they just need to click on this work order. Now the site supervisor can enter the number of the labors received on site. He just need to click on this order. Now he needs to mention the received quantity and click on order completed. And then click on accept, add the remark and click on done. That's it. Now this work order will reflect here in the acceptance stage. So that's how you can easily create and manage work orders within the system. By maintaining a structured record of work, responsibility, timelines, and progress, you can ensure better coordination, accountability, and execution across your teams. With work orders integrated into your workflow, managing operations becomes simpler, more transparent, and significantly more efficient. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.